of like the camaraderie too that we got, you know. That's when I hit you, I was like, oh, I gotta hit up the plug, bro. Bones the plug over here in fucking on F1 Online, bro. You know everyone, dude.
I try, bro. You were here from the start, man.
Nah, you know how we do it, baby.
Okay. Sorry, bro. I'm just trying to figure out who we're missing here, doing this annoying admin shit.
Do your thing, baby. No worries. Let me fix these settings, actually. Make sure I'm straight. Let's put a quality lap in. The only track I drove before, you know what? Like for these 2 laps that I just did with transit setup, was Australia.
Since it's your return, I'm going to bring back Sicario.
Oh my god. Why, he wants to play, he wants to race tonight?
He's inviting me to a voice party.
Aw. He wants to pull up then.
All right. Going to the wait list.
So nice. My girl's not home either. I was like, ah.
There we go. You get to play distraction free other than me.
Yeah, bro. I was like, ah, I got the whole thing. This is shit lined up, like the stars aligned perfectly.
Yep. Okay, I'm just getting these reserves in here. Sorry, folks, we started the stream a little early. We're peeling back the curtain a little bit. The admin life here is 3 guys no-showed. I don't know where B-Tom is. Who's the other guy who no-showed? I forget already. Because we move on. So let's just fill this here. Hasho's supposed to be here. Trophy Marino, Hazy's crazy cousin, entering the mix. Okay. Let me just send out the stream here. I'm gonna make the thumbnail the Zootee photo.
I'm gonna get the honors. Oh shit. They're gonna be like, everyone's gonna come on the stream, where's this guy?
Remember when Sasko used to race T-Bone? It's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking Sasko, bro. Have they been racing at all or not? They've been done. They hung up the boots.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them?
I haven't seen them. They both have like 19 kids, so like just everywhere.
Makes sense. They all got older, you know, all that whining in the back. Now they gotta actually like, you know, give them attention.
Yeah. Okay, so Hasho's coming here. Then I'm gonna have 1 seat from Illyrian not showing up. It's Illyrian, the king of no-shows. Gonna invite Rich Boy. And once Hasho gets in here, I'll just throw it to the bone zone, you know, so you can throw it to the wolves.
Yeah. Wherever, you know.
You know, like when you're feeding alligators, you throw a fish, and then like 18 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, Hasho's here. So now we're going to invite the Bone Zone groups, folks. And we'll see. You never know who might walk through that door. It's just like fucking Pawn Stars. Never know what might walk through that door. My name's Rick Harrison, and this is my F1 league. And I'm with my buddy Chum
Bro,
Lee, Chum Zootee.
uh,
Um,
bro, I'm weak.
Good. You're not
That
going
was
to be. It's going to get
hilarious.
only worse. Have you heard my commentary lately? I'm savage. Um,
Bro, I pick it up sometimes. Yeah, I've been watching some of the shit on YouTube here and there. That shit cracks me up, bro.
They're trying to make it fun for everyone here. Entertainment for the whole
It's
family.
hilarious. I
Something
heard
else?
Cavwood's been in the booth too, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Get ready up, guys.
Ready up, ready up.
Never know who's going to take that final spot here. It was supposed to, I don't know where B Tom is. B Tom, no showing. It's not really good. But unfortunately for the field, Hasho is a us show, not a no show. And yeah, a couple reserves in the mix here. Trophy Marino, that's Trophy or Hazy Aussie's cousin, and we know what he's capable of. Oh my goodness, he's an absolute terrorist on track, but he's got the willpower. He never backs down. Zootee, you're going to be racing him tonight.
Who?
Trophy Marino, that's Hazy's cousin.
Oh
Hazy's
shit!
unhinged cousin. Yeah.
He recruited a family in here. Oh shit! All right. My goal today is
Let me
just
just
don't
get
let it
ready
go.
here. We're going to start this broadcast. We had the quick Netflix Patreon special, behind the scenes admin work. I'll be 30 seconds here as I go to smoke a bowl.
And remember, ladies and gents, pack your bowls.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, T-Bone and Greg Jennings proudly bring to you the most electrifying league during the week in North America at 8 p.m., specifically on a Thursday, the Mushroom Cup, the world-famous Mushroom Cup, the longest-running esports in this time frame that I know of anyways, league. And man, oh man, it is a joyous occasion here at the Circuit du Emmanuel Romania. I believe it is in Italy. And one
Italy.
of our founding forefathers has returned, Mr. Zootee, back in the mix. And it is nice that he did it in Romania. I think he's half Romanian. Zootee, it's great to have you back, buddy, in the Mushroom Cup, a league. Your fingerprints are all over it, like your girlfriend's big booty. How do you feel? How do you feel about returning here in the league?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I'm hyped, man. I'm proud to be a part of this from the start. Proud to be back,
Yes,
and
sir.
excited to get back into action with the boys tonight.
For
It's an
those
honor.
unfamiliar, Zootee, one of my best friends, one of my oldest friends on the game. Um, Temperamental at times, ultimately a great guy, and famous for many of his catchphrases like "What's good with y'all?" Every fucking time. What's wrong with you people, man? Never again. We're never racing at this track again. And
If you
I
know, you
believe,
know.
I believe it was this circuit you said those quotes at. But yeah, man, season number 3 on the new game. Overall, probably season number close to 500. I couldn't even put a number on it, Duty. It's been so many. Um, Round number 9 here. Chenzo with a dominant lead, high 20s, about 27 points ahead of the next closest driver in Chenzo's return season. And just to round up the other reserves here, of course, Zudi's a reserve. Perhaps that'll change down the line. Zootee at this moment in time, after switching to a wheel, would probably even agree he's maybe better suited to a Star Cup, but he'll always have a home in the Mushroom Cup, and this will be a great measuring stick. Billy, of course, we're looking on with Billy here. Billy, the newest full-time driver in the Mushroom Cup. Shout out to Billy. Zootee, by the way, if you do want a full-time seat in the Mushroom Cup, we got to make it happen for you. We'll see how it goes today, though. If you get top three,
Sorry,
you get a seat.
my engineer's talking over
If you get, tell them to shut the fuck up. Um,
here.
Another long-time member here, many years of service to the Mushroom Cup. Leader Lee Bag here. Our league stronger due to the services rendered by this great gentleman. Heading around the final corner, starting his hot lap. Leader Lee Bag, half American, half redneck. That is his background. He's from North Carolina. The biggest city he's ever been to is Walmart. Anyway. Here's Spenny's Pub Hub cross. Here's Spenny's Pub Hub crossing the line here, heading into the famous turn one at the Circuit du Emmanuel de Romania in Italy. And man, oh man, an iconic circuit here for many of the wrong reasons, but it is still a great, great circuit. And yeah, definitely when something happens like what happened here in 92 or 94, I always get the years mixed up. I think 92, 94. What year did Santa die? You always get that eerie feeling, you know, when you sometimes it's always in the back of your mind when something like that happens somewhere, you know. So maybe I'm just really dark but twisted, but it's always going to be in the back of your mind, you know. Even Daytona with Earnhardt. Can't help but think that that happened there. But we're going to keep watching Spenny's Pub Hub here, Canadian. I'm T-Bone, joined by the returning Zootee in a car. Also in the booth, we're getting that exclusive, immersive, full experience here, interactive on the world-famous T-Bone F1. Shout out to all the drivers, viewers, everyone who supports our league system. Shout out to Greg Jennings. Spenny's Pub Hub putting in the fastest lap right there. First guy to really complete one because leader doesn't count. Here's Billy. Is this Billy? It's really Billy. And let's get that track map up here. Again, guys, we are a no-assist league, so no drivers are allowed to use the track map. No UAV radar. Billy with a 116 on the head there. Good for P2 at the time. Here's Mahmoud, another great reserve driver, a name we've known for a while. And he asked to join the league not too long ago, and I said, depends on Mahmoud. Shout out Mahmoud. Hazy Aussie, of course, we know what he's capable of. He's done many great things for this league, and he scouts not as good as he drives, of course, as we all know. Trophy Aussie, brought into this league by Hazy Aussie. It's like when they made the NWO. Shout out to Trophy Aussie, though. Great guy. Zootee heading out of the pits here as his fan group, known as Zootee's Groupies, going nuts right there, jingling their beads. And again, folks, Zootee's on the track. If you're in the back row, clap your hands. If you're in the front row, rattle your jewelry. This is Zootee, motherfucker.
Throw me some panties.
Exactly. Zootee's doing this thing. Bras hanging off his car. Women are throwing their panties and bras all over Zootee's car here, folks. And, of course, your girlfriend's favorite driver, Mr. Zootee, hailing out of Queens Westminster Bridge, New York. Westminster? It's like Queens. Can we just call it Queens?
No, Westchester. I'm near it, though.
Is Queens the closest borough?
Closest borough? The Bronx.
Well, yeah, you can't say that, though. What's the next closest one? You know?
The next closest one, then Queens, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, I'd go with Queens, bro. You know.
Yeah,
I remember when I was in New York, I met up with Fuego Mall, and this DRS Metro puts in the fastest lap. I was going to go to the Bronx, and Fuego's like, T-Bone, he looks at me up and down, like, you know me, generic-looking white guy, and he's like, T-Bone, don't go to the Bronx. I'm like, why? He's like, 100% you will get robbed. I'm like, what? Come on, dog. He's like, no, you'll get robbed if you go there, dude. Unless you're going for a Yankee game, motherfucker, you stay out of there. I'm like, okay. Fair enough, dog.
It's like, yo, they're going to have a field day with you, bro.
Yeah, give me a break, bro. I'm good in every hood, you know me. Zootee heading into turn one, going a little deep, a little wide right there. But again, his first on-track action in who knows how long. B-Tom claiming the final spot of the race. Oh my God, is a day of reckoning for every driver on track. But Hasho is here as well. And high RPM, the Jordanian. Shout out to him joining us as a reserve. Shout out to his brother Maha as well, the twin brothers from Jordan. Much love to Jordan and the Middle East, everyone all over the world joining us, UK guys. Right now, the DRS Maestro. This guy has put up great laps in qualifying. He has had horrible luck, and there's Zootee all over the place here, making a mess out of this track. I would try to say something nice about it, but I can't put lipstick on a pig. Zootee's going to keep working his way through, though. And yes, it's great to have him back here. Zakario, another reserve. Oh my goodness, Zakario and Zootee, the two Z's, folks. One more, and we're going to sleep.
Battle disease.
XM. It's almost like the higher in the alphabet the letter gets, the slower the driver. You know, all the Z's. Like this race is going to
There's a
finish in
correlation,
alphabetical.
bro.
It's going to finish in alphabetical order, like B Tom. Then at the back, a big trophy, Zakario. That's hilarious. Other than Adriami, he ain't winning. But shout out Adriami too, longtime member of the Mushroom Cup. And I might sound mean, folks, and I promise you, I really am. Let's go. Jordan 2 Wavy, League Commissioner at P2. Justin Schrei, Mr. Shrimey River. Hopefully he can dust himself off and Schrei again. Chenzo leading the Drivers' Championship in P4. Spenny's Pub Hub P5, but he is retired at that bingo hall. Sawa, he claims more poles than Kev Wood's mama, but nonetheless, right now in P6, Adriami, Hazy Ozzy, Billy, Mahmood, Leader Bag, High RPM, Mr. Zootee himself here, half Brazilian, half Italian, and half Jamaican, if you know what I mean, ladies. Here he goes. Heading through the final quarter. Rasta Cheats showing up, but he's going to be too late. But we are going to invite him into the commentary booth. That is a good consolation prize, I believe. If you don't get to race, at least you get to talk to me. And, yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Shout out to Rasta. And I have a couple comments, actually, on this race as well, that are just a couple shout outs I'd like to make. But let's get Rasta in the booth here. Rasta, he's our correspondent in RDS, that is ESPN Quebec. And he's actually a fine commentator there. English isn't his first language, but he speaks it better than me. And here goes Zootee right there into P13 still. It's great to see him back on the track. Here's Trophy Marino. It's like they brought Bin Laden back and put him in an F1 car, folks. Good thing there's no skyscrapers around this track. Trophy Marino would have no problem taking out everybody right now. Oh my God. Here he goes, sponsored by ISIS, Taliban, and Al-Qaeda. This is Trophy Marino. And now he goes off the track back into the sand. Maybe he's hiding from the U.S. Armed Forces, looking for a cave. This terrorist has nowhere else to hide. I don't know where he's going to go. America's Most Wanted, FBI's watch list, CIA, heads up here. What's that movie called? Zero Dark 30, where they catch Trophy Marino in Afghanistan, in Pakistan? I don't know. I'm getting a message from Greg Jennings. Oh, Greg was going to try to get in here last minute too, and Zakario. Greg, you got to plan these things, brother. You can't just surprise. Once I put it up to the vultures, the waitlist vultures, it's over here. As we continue to watch here, this is Gaddafi. This is Saddam Hussein incarnated, folks. This is Trophy Marino right now. This is a shoe bomber guy, Richard Reed. This is Muhammad Otto. This is Trophy Marino, folks. Long list of terrorists. Oh my goodness. God damn. And again, Trophy Marino, this terrorist, unable to fly from race to race, so it takes him a long time. He had to take a boat here from the last race. So, and yes.
Clearing customs.
No, they won't let him on planes anymore. But here's Trophy Marino now crossing the line. Here we go. Let's go. They put Trophy Marino's brain inside a parakeet and the thing started flying backwards. So, just kidding, Trophy, bro. All that I'm just having fun with you, bro. I'm a bigger terrorist than you anyways. Oh my God, Sawa spinning right there. I don't know what's going on here for Sawa. Unlike Sawa right there, usually a little more composed in that situation. Hasho, one of the Lightning Cup title favorites. He will be starting at the back, folks. He's just getting these laps in here for a little bit of practice. Of course, B-Tom, two-time Lightning Cup champion, looking for a three-peat in the new season starting Sunday on ESPN 9. And he'll be starting at the back as well. Oh my God, am I supposed to invite TTV Kaname in here?
Huh?
Hold on.
What happened?
That's it, no phones. Fuck, my bad. Kaname, am I supposed to be inviting him? I didn't see him online before, but I realized yesterday he said he wanted to do comms with me. So let's just see in case he is online. I'd feel horrible if he was expecting an invite and I didn't. He's not even online. Okay. I sent him a message anyways.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, man. This fucking on-screen display, I don't have the timer. Come in the fucking pits, man.
Shout out to Greg Jennings trying to make a surprise appearance there. But again, once I put this up to the waitlist vultures and invite all the Bone Zone groups, 3 different groups of 100 different active racers is getting snatched up real quick. Real quick. How about Chenzo there in P2? We got 5.5 minutes left here, qualifying at the Emmanuel Lasagna circuit in southwest North Italy. And man, oh man, this country's shaped like a boot. And we're going to put boots to asses here. This is an American tradition. We're like apple pie. We're like baseball. We're like football. And we are like other American traditions like subtle racism and institutional racism. Just kidding. Anyways. Oh, fuck. I'm kidding, guys. Come on. To all the Republicans I just triggered, I'm joking, guys. Mega. So Hasho, Chenzo, DRS Maestro up there in P3. Oh, my goodness, folks. Standing out like a pimple on prom night amongst those elite drivers. We'll see if he can hang on, though. Jordan Two Wavy, league commissioner, one of the most consistent, professional, tactical drivers you will ever see in league racing at this level. Right here, he's in P4. Justin Schrei, 2 seasons ago, he was champion of this league. So he does have that going for him, a championship badge. And I sent him the Mushroom Cup trophy, ordered it off Etsy. Sawa. What's been going on with Sawa? Every time I see him, he's backwards or in the grass. World's most expensive lawnmower, and now he just hits a wall. So maybe he was frustrated with some blockages in the track right there. Somebody makes a better door than they do window. I have no idea. Unlike Sawa, though, to call it quits there in P6, it would be great to get Mr. Greg Jennings here in the booth since he tried to race. If you can race, you can work. Greg. Some of these guys, they don't get in the race, and what? You'd rather go play fucking Madden than do commentary? Come on, bro. Everyone's got to pull their weight around here. Everybody eats B. Everybody eats B. Zootee, you know the movie, brother. Just
Yep.
for you young folks, no one knows what the hell I'm talking about. My favorite movie of all time. It's Paid in Full. Paid in Full. And Zootie's one of the few people who've seen that movie. 2002, I think Mekhi Phifer, Wood Harris, you know him from The Wire, Avon Barksdale. And of course Cameron in that movie. I'm out, Rico.
What's poppin', Kermit?
It's popping Kermit. Pops Kermit. So, looking on with Adriami here, invalidated at the moment. Hasho will have to DQ and invalidate here. Again, Hasho, one of the Lightning Cup premier drivers, along with Tai, B-Tom. Frozen joining the Lightning Cup full-time now. This season, our most stacked grid that we've ever had. One of the most stacked grids I've ever seen anywhere, man. And Jesus Christ, it's going to be insane. Hasho shouldn't be in this Mushroom Cup, but he's starting from the back here. He's new to our community. I want to integrate him. He's a Norwegian driver. We've never had someone from Norway. Not that that's the reason why. I just think it's cool to ingratiate someone into the community like that. There's a word for you, B-Tom, Mr. Monotonous. Here's Mahmood. Heading into turn 1 here. Mahmood, a very established driver in league racing, albeit that league was ERA, Elite Raceway, otherwise known as Petite Raceway. Hell yeah. Anyways, I do respect this guy, and we did pillage whatever we could from that scrap yard of a league. I'm just kidding, but they are arrogant as fuck. Honestly, they're so arrogant. They're the only league that didn't answer me when I was doing the Lightning Cup. I'm like, you want to be a partner? Every other league's like, yes. They ignored me. Then they came back a month later crying to me, saying that I created an uneven playing field.
I think I remember this.
Fuck this. Those pussies, bro. I didn't create shit. I think your shitty league made people leave it. But, yeah, Mushroom Cup for life. Anyways, Chenzo, championship leader at the moment. Our most winningest, our best driver in Mushroom Cup history. Check the accolades. He's more decorated than a Christmas tree in P1. P2, we got the DRS Maestro. DNF Maestro, I think not. Baby boy's all grown up. He's in P2. What a freaking qualifying session from him. Jordan Two Wavy, Justin Schrei. How about Mahmood, 31, right there in P5. B-Tom will be DQing, so we can't look at that. Adriami. He has had an eventful qualifying. My God, I don't know what's going on with him. Every lap's invalidated. He's all over the place. He's still the man, the Flying Spaniard. We got to give love to Kendricks. And folks, another one, Hazy Aussie, obviously great drivers, good buddies of mine. I want to take a moment though. The Mushroom Cup, this whole group, we are a family, and I do want to give a shout out, send some thoughts to Cam and his family. Um, Unfortunately, Cam's beloved dog passed away yesterday, so it's been a tough time for Cam. And I know his intention was to race today, was unable to make it, but yeah, Cam, if you're watching, or just want to send some love your way, buddy. I think a lot of us have been in that situation, losing like a beloved pet, and it's
Yeah,
horrible.
buddy.
It's hard. We've all, I don't want to say we've all, but I've been there. I know B Tom, Greg, Zootee. It sounds like maybe has been in that
Yeah.
situation. And so lots of
You
love
already
heading to
know.
Cam. Shout out to you, Cam. And shout out to also Rasta Cheech. I know his dog is also a little under the weather. So just some love to our family out there. And also, one more note, much love also to Sazzetti as well, Lightning Cup, former driver. Also going, I'm not going to disclose it, but also going through a great loss. So Sazzetti, much love as well, bro. Thoughts and prayers. All those guys and everyone in the community, man. Continued blessings to all. But 2.5 minutes remaining here. Zooty in P16 here.
I
Just
fucked
getting these laps
fucked
in.
up. I fucked up my lap though. I
I
fucked
would
up so
go on a
bad.
limb to say these are like the first laps Zooty's really done on this game in a situation, competitive situation. So,
No, no,
look,
on this game.
yeah, absolutely, dude.
Since I downloaded
Absolutely.
the game,
And folks, just a brief history, origin story on Zooty. Always a competitive
should have definitely got
mid-pack
into the
driver.
16s.
Always a competitive mid-pack driver. Maybe in like a tier two league, he would scratch like a top five kind of thing. Usually in a tier one league, Zooty would be in like a mid-pack kind of guy. He went off the controller, went on the wheel, and it's been a learning curve. So a lot of these guys new to our community is only know Zooty as a back marker, but it's not really who he is. He's kind of just learning, and you're just seeing that transformation process here. So don't lump him in with me, Kev Wood, and Dastardly and shit. He's
I'm,
yeah,
I'm, I'm in my cocoon, bro. I'm gonna be a butterfly
yeah,
soon. That's
you
all.
know. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's not good. He's not that good, but you're
Uh,
pretty decent, you know. But
I'm okay. That's it.
and of course,
I'll
DRS
be humble
Maestro, in honor of
from these
Zooty, the
guys.
Maestro is wearing the Brazilian flag to honor Zooty
Good
here.
man, Maestro.
Um,
I hear you.
Chenzo with the pole, DRS Maestro. Oh man, he's had some great qualifying sessions, but usually by the end of the first lap, he's at the back. So we'll see if that lasts. League Commissioner Jordan Two Wavy done a great job running the league. My successor, Justin Schry, Sawa, Spenny's Pub Hub, Hazy Aussie, great qualifying session. The Flying Spaniard, Adriami Kendricks, and the Jordanian High RPM with a top 10. If you want to hear your name read, do better next time. Just get, or another one, Billy, Trophy, Zakario, Leader, Zooty, XM. Hasho, Mahmood, and B-Tom all starting at the back here. And, so Zooty, when Hasho is going to be behind you, that guy's he's rapid, bro. But so is B-Tom, and you know all these guys.
Yeah, yeah. I know
You
what's
don't
up,
know
man.
all these guys, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
be
warning
racing
you,
with
bro.
Leader and
Like, I'm
Sicario
just
probably.
warning you, though. Like, Hasho might not be worth battling. Like,
Yeah, yeah, no, that's fine.
yeah, no, because I know
I
you
know
don't
I'm
know
gonna be
him.
with like Leader and
Yeah,
Sicario. The best I could have
no,
done there was like in the 116s.
yeah,
So I already know
no. I'm
that.
just letting you know that Hasho guy's at the back because he's doing it on purpose. Like, he's not, he's like an esports guy, so he's not. What I'm saying is, folks, like you want to pick and choose your battles. And as a friend,
Yeah.
I'm telling Zooty that's not a battle it's worth for him.
Yo, how are the tires on this game?
For me,
Like,
really
is it better
bad.
to start on harder, or is it the
On a
same shit?
wheel, it's so much better, bro. This game is so advantageous to wheel players.
But to start at a harder tire?
Bro, I've had this game 2 months. I've probably done three more races than you.
I'm dead.
You think I know? I swear to God,
The
Tootie.
fuck do I look like? This guy.
I don't know. You and I would be a good match. Folks, we're going to get underway.
Facts.
Ladies, Clutch your pearls, gird your loins, middle fingers up in the air. It's a Mushroom Cup Thursday night. Laying the smackdown, Chenzo on the pole, and leading the Drivers' Championship by 27 points as well to boot. Let's fire it off here at the Circuit du Emmanuel Romania, whatever the hell it's called here in Italy. And let's get it popping here. Right now, all these drivers here, these esports athletes, getting in the zone, heading in to the meat and potatoes of this circuit. Chenzo off nice. The DRS Maestro down one spot early. He's the one to watch here. Qualifying P2 in this race, and he has had a lot of tumultuous races, to say the very least, folks. He's had some great qualifying, and he's been knocked to the back, bullied a lot of times. Wings flying here. B-Tom getting through Zaccario, and this was always going to be an issue here. Zaccario, of course, the elder statesman of the league in his 50s here. Zaccario, a quick Google search will let you know that Zaccario means hitman for the cartel in Mexican. So Zaccario doesn't speak English, but his son communicates with me, and let's just say I send my highest regards to the family, for sure. Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure to have you. His son just messaged me saying, my dad raced tonight. I'm like, okay. Yes, sir.
I just been there, almost.
Here's B-Tom making the move on Trophy Marino. Trophy Marino bumping B-Tom off the track and fighting it. Oh my goodness, folks. There must be two people in that car because no one man could be that stupid. Holy shit. What is going on here? Trophy Marino fighting B-Tom. B-Tom, that's going to go over like a fart in church. He will not be pleased right there. No damage, but B-Tom being overtaken and bumped off. Trophy gave B-Tom the bump and run. That's the beauty about some of these guys here. They don't really know who's who, or they don't care, or they're just like oblivious. It's not like they don't care, it's more they're just oblivious. So Trophy will fight anyone. It's awesome, man. Trophy's just great entertainment. Great guy, too. He almost loses it right there, but we love entertainment. At heart, I always love chaos. No matter how good these leagues get, they have to embody the T-Bone spirit. And again, most of these drivers on the medium here, four drivers on those hard tires, and Kendrick's the only one on those soft tires. Kendrick's always electing for that very aggressive strategy. Zootee early on falling back, but again, first race back, and who knows how long he's spun. These are his first competitive laps, probably his first racing lap on this game, and it's just great to have Zootee back, one of the founding fathers of the Mushroom Cup when it was just me and Kevwood. Zootee was the only credible person to join us, and they called him crazy too.
Kind words, Sir Bone. Thank you. As are you.
And here's Justin Schrei making the move on the DRS Maestro. Live audio from the DRS Maestro. Hey guys, who's that sending it? Who's that sending it? Hey! Maestro, man, how's the race going? Okay, goodbye, T-Bone. All right, well, enough of that. He's fallen 2 spots, but again, we have to note he is on those hard tires. Race leader Chenzo had the pole. He's on those hard tires as well. And as long as he can hold these guys off, that'll work out well for him. He'll get stronger. He'll age like fine wine. And Kendricks is going to age like sour milk here on these soft tires. One thing I will say, Zootee, the soft tires are basically useless in a race at most tracks.
But
Like, literally, there's only like 1 or 2 where they're okay. Like, everywhere else, after 3 or 4, maybe 5, they're done.
yeah, cause that's what I was curious on. Like,
Yeah, no, the softs are not a play. But as for those quick guys who started at the back, Hasho and B-Tom, 2 heavy hitters from the Lightning Cup, both up 8 positions. B-Tom had a little bit of trophy issues there, so he did fall a little behind Hasho. EVR Hasho, shout out to the EVR team. Hasho races with Frozen. Frozen, arguably the premier driver of the Lightning Cup. You know, Frozen Zootee. He's fucking insane. Yeah. So, shout out to Frozen for inviting all these guys. Yeah, DRS Maestro picking up a 3-second penalty there. It's not what he's going to like to see. And after starting P2, very optimistic qualifying session, starting to go to hell in a handbasket for the young DRS Maestro from Zimbabwe. Then went to high school in Atlanta. Now rests his head in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City. And the Maestro drives like a princess, so it all adds up. He's running a little wide here, but a 3-second penalty early is definitely going to agitate this Maestro of DRS here. And oh, a Ferrari, Justin Schrei, having a moment like a moment like this, Kelly Clarkson has come out to sing, and man, oh man, he is not going to be too pleased with that. Justin Schrei in real life is a pilot, folks, and yes, he gets with many stewardess, and he said they are tighter than the airplane bathroom itself. Here we go, though. We'll see how those tires are going to fare for Schrei. Only down one spot, but he did lose a lot of time there in that slippage. Only 3 laps on these medium tires and already suffering, so that tells me this circuit is very rigorous on the tires. Here's Adriami and Hasho duking it out. Hasho is too class, man. Holy shit. Definitely one of the guys in that Lightning Cup title mix for the new season starting. And what impresses me about him is not just his pace. He's able to come from P20, show some racecraft, even at a circuit like this that does not present the most advantageous opportunities. It's quite tight in places here, and it doesn't matter. He continues to ascend through the field. And with fast guys like this, their biggest Achilles heel usually behind other cars is their lack of patience. You know, they're thinking about how much time they're losing, and Hasho has great patience, and when he's deciding what moves to make, very cerebral, meticulous with it, as well as Tai Tai, who's also in the Lightning Cup, another guy who will be in that mix to win it, along with Fight Me Now Bot, Ezo, Wapo, Mac T, of course B Tom, Mango. There are so many guys in that Lightning Cup who will win it. It will be a doozy. I cannot wait, folks. I've always said the Mushroom Cup's still my favorite league to watch. More fun, but I think this season Lightning Cup may take the cake for sure. Hopefully Zootee will be there to experience some of it as a spectator. You can do some commentary with me, bro.
So I'm in P18.
Look at this guy thinking about an excuse. I didn't say. I said maybe sometime.
Oh, I can't hear you. That's why I'm in the cockpit.
Why? Because your car's on fucking fire. Anyways, yeah, Zootee.
I can hear you, but like
Zootee, one of 2 drivers here playing in cockpit view. Him and the DRS Maestro, and these guys are so stubborn with this shit. And do you think it's any coincidence they get taken out so much? Probably not, because they have no idea what's happening in their peripherals. Jesus Christ. You know when a horse is running on the track, right, they have the thing? That's what these guys have. They can't see what's coming right or left. But here's Zootee anyways. The race is in Imola. Zootee's still in Monza, but he's in P18, and he'll get back soon for sure, man. Shout out to Zootee. He did stop. Actually, he saw some. We are in Italy, and Zootee, of course. Zootee, you're Italian, right? But more Brazilian.
Half Italian, yeah.
Half Italian. Where in Italy is your origin?
Where in Italy?
Yeah, Calabria.
South Calabria.
Dude, that's what I said, bro. Did you not hear me say it? I said Calabris, but I said it wrong.
Yeah,
I said Calabris, bro. I knew it.
Did you just say that?
That's what I said. I knew it, bro, because I could tell Sicilians. You sound like someone. What's it called? Calabria. That's yeah, dude. I can't believe I got that, bro. People say I'm not cultured. I knew that shit, bro. You're not Sicilian, you know. You're more like loose.
Yeah,
Calabria.
Reggio Calabria.
Hell yeah, dude. Italy's my favorite place. I've only been once, but I love it there. Most of my time I spent in Sorrento.
Oh,
it's like that's near.
It's nice
it's a birthplace of limoncello.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
We visited like Amalfi Coast and stuff. Then we went to Rome. I didn't like Rome. Like Rome was cool, but I don't need to go like again, you know.
It's just like that history.
It's too busy, too touristy, and it was the hottest place I've ever been. It's all concrete, you know.
Yeah, it can get really fucking packed out there.
I went to Naples just because I wanted to get pizza and shit. I'll never go back there. Like I almost got robbed by a gypsy.
Bro, it's sketchy.
That place is fucking sketchy. Pulling in there, bro. You see like all the projects and shit. I was like, this is in Italy too, man.
Sketchy as fuck, yeah.
I thought poverty was limited to like the upper American states, you know, Maryland and shit, Illinois.
Bro, you see it out there, bro. That shit is like scary, straight out of a movie.
Because when most people go to Italy, you don't see that shit, you know. You land in the fucking airport in Rome and you see a Gucci store. You go to the hotel, like, you know what I mean. You stop in Naples and you're like, God damn, dog. These people,
it's really different.
These people are broke. Like not broke, like bro. So what happened is I wanted to get pizza there, you know, the Napoleon pizza, which is overrated by the way, you know, it's too thin. Like if you're cutting your pizza with fucking scissors, like you're a hipster, get out of here. But You know,
Nah, yeah,
hipsters.
for
Some
sure.
hipsters do pizza really good now, though. That's the thing. You
Nah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
they
They're
really
like,
do.
fuck that.
It's like an art to them. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, nah, you can't be doing that blasphemy shit out there.
Yeah, dude. It's like they're making pizza
Nah,
and eating
it's
eating gluten-free tacos at the same time, dude. These hipsters, though, like some of the like New York still has its classic joints. Don't get me wrong, but these hipsters,
yeah.
like fuck, some of them are good, bro. You know, they put like the sesame seeds and the honey drizzle on the pizza
They're
now.
doing some different shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bougie as
Doing some
fuck.
different shit. Yeah, bro. It is bougie as fuck. But at the end of the day, I just don't want a big fat fucking pizza that's all bread, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel that. Yeah, jazz it up a bit.
Exactly, dude. Like I like the pizza place. My favorite pizza place is run by hipsters. To be honest, bro, it's so good. They have this pizza. It's called the Honey Bee, and it's like spicy sausage, but also with like
Oh,
honey
bro,
drizzle,
I can't believe you just said that
with a
because
honey
that's something I
drizzle,
just
spicy
had.
sausage, and
I
like
had a bee
sesame
sting. It was called.
seeds. Dude, honey, yo, it's probably fucking sounds
It's
like the
probably the
same
same shit.
thing. Yeah, where'd you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it?
I got it at this like little bougie restaurant near my girlfriend's
All right.
house.
I got this
But
my
it was
plate.
like,
I got mine from a little bougie restaurant near the stripper's house. Bro, it sounds
yeah,
like the same
bro,
thing, bro. So this place is called
bro.
North of Brooklyn Pizza. It's like the most popular place in
It's
Toronto.
probably the
There.
same recipe, yeah, more or less.
But they also have a
But yeah,
pizza with
that
vodka
mix is
sauce.
fucking amazing.
They also have a pizza with vodka sauce. Like a white pizza
Yeah,
is really nice too.
yeah, yeah. If you know about that shit, that's fire too. Some people sleep on that. I feel like I never see people ordering that.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, and like the thing is, when you just get a pepperoni pizza is good, but it can get too greasy, you know.
Yeah, that shit
But
just
anyway,
leaking all over the place.
folks, again, I always get sidetracked here, and usually there's a guy in the booth with me to like put me back on the race. But if I'm talking about
Right.
pizza, I'm talking to an Italian guy, it's never gonna end. So, T-Bone and Zootee here, lap 10 of 32, Mushroom Cup, round 8 of 12, season number 519, season number 3 on the new game. I am the Emmy Award-winning commentator T-Bone, Esports Man of the Year, 1998 and 2008, joined by Zootee, of course, here, winner at the Esports Awards for Most Mediocre Driver 7 years in a row, looking to regain his form here. Here's B-Tom all the way back up to P7. I'm kidding, bro. Well, if you're mediocre, what does that make me? Who knows? Again,
That shit's hilarious.
yeah, folks, we are here, though, doing our great commentary as usual for the Mushroom Cup. It is great to be back. I took a little break. Some people said they liked my commentary, and my mom always said I had a face for radio. Anyways, we are DRS Maestro back into P2 here. 3-second penalty to boot. He picked up a 3 like Kev would at Applebee's last Friday. Anyways, Jordan 2 Wavy in P3. Sawa in P4. Not the qualifying Sawa looked for there. Starting in P6. Usually starts around P1 on average 10 out of 10 times every time. Sawa in P5. But as Hasho, how about the performance we've seen from him starting at the back? But the thing is, as much as he has ascended through the field, he has caught a little roadblock here in the name of Justin Schrei, and because of it, B-Tom has made up that deficit caused when he tussled and locked horns with none other than Hayes or Trophy Marino. And man, oh man, it is not Schrei, it is Sawa struggling up ahead now. I've got the Sawa. Doot, 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 doot. Dude. The thing is, at this circuit, it is so difficult to pass, and it might have been easier earlier in the field passing the jabronis at the back, but now Sawa does have some decent pace, and he's going to be a little more strategic with that battery. And Justin Schrei getting passed by 2 guys right there, just gangbanged, knocked right back. It was like he was crowd surfing. They just passed him back to the back row till he hit his head on the hot dog stand. Justin Schrei's not going to be happy. He's going to be livid about that. But here he goes anyways. Again, we got to keep an eye on these tires. All these guys seem to be struggling at the very little, but Sawa, more than anyone for sure, he is just going to pull the trigger right there, take the medicine, make the pit stop. B-Tom surpassing him, and bam, Schrei heading into the pits as well. Jordan 2 Wavy, the first of those guys to do it. So, House Show and B-Tom, two of the drivers expected to fight for that title in the Lightning Cup, giving us a little preview of what may happen Sunday right now, live into your living room. This is a Mushroom Cup right from the cockpit of B-Tom in that Aston Martin, the notorious B-Tom, formerly Tasmanian Devil. I said Chenzo was the greatest driver we've ever had in our Mushroom Cup, but B-Tom's the greatest driver we've ever had in our community. Lightning Cup championships, Mushroom Cup championships, not just our leagues. Everywhere he goes, all he does is win right here. And yeah, Zootee, you've known, he was one of the first members of our group back in 2019. So you and B-Tom obviously go back as long as me and B-Tom. So
yeah, and you must have. So.
Yeah, but just seeing what he's become, bro, like he's always been really good, but no one has beat this guy for a championship in what, 3 or 4 years in any league?
Yeah.
In any league. So, like, I think this season Lightning Cup will be his biggest test yet, but I think. And, you know, the thing is, a lot of leagues have these fancy, quick esports type drivers, and B-Tom will still beat them for the title due to longevity. He's no slouch with the pace, but I think his race pace, and more than anything, he is essentially a 300 AI. That's what I like in him too, because he doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah,
he always makes the right decisions. And when it comes to tire wear, he's not only the best at preserving tires in this game from anyone I've ever seen, he's the best by a long shot. Like, it's not fucking close. It's not like, oh, I think it's beat. Like, his tires, the shit I've seen him do in this game where tires don't last is just absolutely insane, and he's got such an advantage because of it. We all know his expertise with the strategy. His qualifying pace, you could say, was his one. His qualifying pace was his quote-unquote weakness, but he addressed it. This season in the Lightning Cup was near the top every qualifying, and you let this guy near the top. And one more thing, the best defender I've ever seen in these games, definitely B-Tom. I tell people all the time, catching him is one thing, overtaking him is a whole other thing. Nobody's as good as this guy at managing the battery. So he's always gotten, as he has only 50 here, but he usually always has like 90, and he is just so hard to overtake. But again, Hasho, one of the guys, a rare occurrence where we got someone challenging B-Tom, and Hasho is more than capable of doing so. Racing with Frozen and EVR. Hasho, only 16 years old, from Norway. And one of these guys, just like Frozen and Tai with perhaps a crazy bright future in the esports stuff if they choose to pursue it, man. 16 years old, putting up some of the world-class performances we've seen. Not in our leagues. They race in like esports leagues and shit. They just race in our leagues because they think they're like they're the most fun leagues and shit. Like Frozen told me, it's like a Lightning Cup was the most fun league for him. Not the best, but it's just fun.
Argue with that.
Yeah, like it's more casual, man. I'm not out here saying Lightning Cup's the most elite league and shit. I think it's one of the best casual leagues.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
ain't PSGL, we ain't any of that. We ain't trying to be that because that's just not me. That's not me, you know? I don't want to be that. No one likes like race nerds anyways, bro. We just want to chill, smoke weed, fuck bitches, and do some laps, you know?
That's it.
None of this, like,
I'm
the head of the FIA in my league. I'm like, oh, you must be fun at parties. Anyways, Trophy Reno, 3-second penalty. Who gives a shit? It's so corny, bro. I don't even like the term owner. Fuck that. Greg Jennings can be the owner. He can pay all the taxes.
You gotta send an email to Greg Jennings.
Exactly, bro. Again, all complaints can be sent to gregjennings@mushroomcup.com. If you have any complaints about me, if I haven't met your expectations, I kindly suggest you lower them. Justin Schrei. How about Schrei there, putting in the fastest lap right there? I gotta stay Schrei. What a lap from Schrei. They say Virginia is for lovers. That's where he's from right now. And shout out Schrei, man. Former champion in the Mushroom Cup. One of my good buddies. I like to rag on him, bust his chops, because he is very easily agitated. Me and him are so opposite, other than our affinity for the great sport of golf. Anyways, Chenzo yet to pit. DRS Maestro yet to pit. Chenzo with a sizable lead of 9.5 seconds. Jordan 2 Wavy, the first driver of those pitted drivers there in P3. League Commissioner Jordan 2 Wavy bringing that Miami Heat, coming from Miami Beach, born and raised, and now also residing in North Carolina, Charlotte. Very close to the DRS Maestro. He said he can see the smoke coming from Maestro's house after he crashes. And Mahmoud, again, this guy, he's been around in the league racing scene. Pleasure to have him racing with us now here. It was a, yeah, buddy. It's more fun here than ERA, isn't it? Yeah, tell him, Mahmoud, for sure. Shout out to ERA. I'm kidding, man. No need to kick a dead horse. But anyways, here's...
That's so funny, bro. Just thinking out loud. Actually, you know what?
I'm the worst. Anyways, B-Tom passing Kendricks there. Shout out Kendricks. He started on those soft tires, got about 5 or 6 laps out of them. And yeah, any top 10 for Kendricks, man. Very solid in this competitive grid. Shout out Hazy Aussie and another one here. I'll be back in about 30 seconds, folks. Again, this race sponsored by Happy Dad Seltzer. Feeling crappy? Have a happy. We're back, folks. Lap 17 of 32 here. Exciting Mushroom Cup action on a Thursday night. No place you'd rather be. Well, within reason. Shout out Billy there. Newest edition. Unfortunately picking up a penalty. Here's Trophy Marino. Trophy and Zaccario, folks. You just know this is going to end up in some sort of a wreck right now. All the ingredients are here for a spontaneous combustion, big bang, but unfortunately Hazy is ghosted right there. Lucky for Zaccario and the rest of the field. Hazy Aussie, Trophy Marino. Leader Leabag retiring in the pits there. Not what we're liking to see there from the great leader. Follow the Leabag. And here's Zootee, though, fighting hard here, valiantly in the mix here. He's getting lapped, but folks, it's his first race back about the halfway mark. So Zootee getting those reps in. It's good to have him back.
I just gotta get.
It's good to have him back.
All these controls again.
Good to have him back. But look at Hasho now.
Glad to be back.
Hasho and B-Tom on those hard tires, and they're having to contend with these guys on warmer tires. And Zootee picking up a 3-second penalty there. Not that it matters. No, I'm kidding. Oh, contact! Hasho and Sauer. Oh my God! Oh my God! In your life, have you ever seen such impact?
Oh, Hasho's coming back on.
Hasho went in a little hard there. Sauer not moving as quickly as Hasho, and you do have to anticipate the car ahead of you there, Hasho. Not everyone is as fast as you. Not everyone is in esports, but it's not always. These are things that happen, man. You know. And, or it could have just been some sort of mechanical error. You know me. I'm not the type to give advice to drivers, really. That's not my area of expertise.
Or he dropped his joint. Like, that's what they did.
Good God. So, right now, Chenzo and DRS Maestro, the two race leaders, making their pit stops. Chenzo looking fantastic. Took those hard tires, 19 laps, and putting on those mediums, looking for a joyous finish to this race here, looking to expand on that championship lead. Jordan 2 Wavy on the 7-lap mediums. He's going to have to 2-stop. Chenzo has plotted his way around this 1-stop beautifully, I must say, right here. A master class right here from young Chenzo. Winning his driver in the Mushroom Cup history right here. Races, he's got them. Pulls, he's got them. Championships, he's got them. race chicks, he's got them all the race babes here. Chenzo representing Mexico right now, residing in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas there. They're going nuts by the Riverwalk right now for Chenzo, Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan. They're all toasting Chenzo, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. They are all right there. Shout out Chenzo. He's going to have to get through Jordan here as soon as he could, just to give a little buffer zone from not only Shirai, but B-Tom on those 4-lap hard tires, and he is going to be the one guy Chenzo's going to have to worry about here. But Chenzo managed those hard tires beautifully, but we know with B-Tom, he's a savant with the tires and the managing here, and he's going to be a serious threat. Hasho was a threat, but unfortunately that contact with Sawa was very detrimental. Trophy Aussie hitting these showers early right there. Shout out Trophy for racing, man. I love the confidence. I love it. And look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Hasho, the ever-aggressive Hasho. This guy's got a... How does he drive with that massive set of balls? I have no idea. But he has made some ballsy moves here. Very bold. And the thing is, as good as he is, he has shown that maybe his one weakness is a little aggressive. Just a tad bit here and there. When you have that kind of pace, he's 16, he's still probably trying to figure out how to harness it too, you know? So, when I was 16, you don't know what I was doing, folks. Definitely wasn't excelling in elite esports leagues run by elite admins. Lap 20 of 32 here. Let's have a look at the penalties situation. Lots of penalties on the board, not what we like to see, guys. It makes the league look bad. The other leagues are going to screenshot it, meme it, laugh. But again, folks, if I was out there, I would have no penalties. Let's have a look back here, though. Look at that. B-Tom, our U-Haul mover of the race at the moment, up 16 spots. Hasho now back in a P5. Again, he has a 10-second penalty next to his name. Debilitating right there. So, well, look at that. B-Tom up 16 positions. Mahmoud up 6. Mahmoud started at the back, and I don't know if Mahmoud needed to start at the back. Maybe Mahmoud either underestimating the league or more than likely overestimating himself. You're my man, Mahmoud. But yeah, in this, I don't think you have to start at the back here. This is a Tier 2 league, but nothing really here is a Tier 2 situation. Maybe some of the guys at the back, but not your average Tier 2 league. We're going to keep an eye on B-Tom. He's going to have to get through Shirai here and hopefully whittle down that time to Chenzo. The DRS Maestro picking up another 3-second penalty after qualifying in P2. Illustrious performance from him. How about Adriami, man? This guy's had such an eventful evening, and any top 10 is a great drive for him. A fixture in the mid-pack, longtime member of the Mushroom Cup. We appreciate his patronage, as always. Further up, though, Jordan 2 Wavy making that pit stop here. Planning that 2-stop. Looks like 1 stop was the way to go. And now B-Tom getting through Shirai. So that is huge. 6.5 seconds, 10 laps to go, and we know what B-Tom can do with that tire advantage. 7 laps on those hards, only 3 laps for Chenzo on those mediums. It could be equal on paper, but as I said, he is a tire masseuse, B-Tom, and we'll just keep an eye on that situation right there. I don't think B-Tom's tires will be too amazing by the end either. Maybe he pit a little earlier than he would have liked. Checking in here with High RPM, battling with another one. High RPM, long-time friend of the Mushroom Cup and Reserve, him and his brother Maha, the Jordanian brothers. Much love to those guys and everyone in that part of the world as well. Hopefully everyone's safe over there. Great move there by High RPM. Just hang in there, Zootee. Get your laps in, you know.
I'm out here still.
Yeah, go out here.
I'm gonna finish this race on track.
Hell yeah, dude. Maybe you'll get lucky and a meteor will hit the track. Chenzo. Yeah, Chenzo is building on that lead on B-Tom. What a drive from Chenzo, taking the pole. And usually with Chenzo, it's not always a wire-to-wire situation, but this race weekend. He has laid down a master class. Maybe one of his most complete Grand Prix weekends I've ever seen here. And man, after everything I've seen Chenzo do, that is saying a lot. Championship after championship, race grid girl after race grid girl. And man, oh man, today he has just put on not a show, because a show could be a gimmick. This is a clinic. Greg Jennings somewhere drinking a big cup of maple syrup in his igloo, toasting Chenzo. And shout out Greg Jennings there. But yeah, what a drive there. I thought maybe B-Tom would start to whittle away at it, but it has gone the opposite way. Chenzo right here, the king of Italy, SPR, right here at the Circuit de Romania, Emmanuel. And it is fantastic to be here. Yeah. We'll be back in about 30 seconds, folks. Jordan 2 Wavy, we'll see how much he can work his way back up the grid, putting those hards on there. The driver in the best position in terms of those two-stop strategies. He's going to look to get through a lapped car here in the Canadian Moose Piss Kick Sauber. That is XM. That car looks like grade A Canadian Moose Piss. And now Jordan will have to get through Hazy Aussie. That car is a solid. It is a rock here. Right now he smells what Hazy's cooking. We do have a yellow a little further back there. Oh, safety car, safety car, safety car, safety car. XM is out of the race, and we got a safety car, folks. We got a safety car, folks. She don't believe in shoes and cars, but she believes in safety cars. Let's go. I see that yellow icon. Zootee, I don't know why you're happy. You need to unlap yourself. Zootee, don't pit. Oh, bro, you had to stay out to unlap yourself. No, you had to stay out to unlap yourself. Come on, bro. Back marker 101. Are you new? You have to stay out and unlap yourself, bro. Now you're fucked.
I saw it and I was like, alright, let me.
Yeah. Now you can try to. The only way you can do it is if you insinuate.
I forgot though. Yeah, I forgot that if I don't do it.
Yeah. Lap 24:32, folks. XM eats shit. Holy shit. He started a safety car. I've never seen anything like this in my life, folks. Holy crap. Chenzo was laughing. He was loving what was going on, and now this will not be what he wants. He's making the pit stop here, and he's going to have to re-earn this race with a feisty B-Tom right behind him. B-Tom has been angry lately. He's been complaining a lot about the Lightning Cup schedule, been complaining about me as an admin, Greg Jennings. He's been coming for all of us. And now B-Tom, with a chip on his shoulder, entering the Mushroom Cup. Stop terrorizing my leagues, B-Tom. Don't leave. All these guys pitting. We'll see if any of these guys decide to stay out. Even Jordan pitting. That sucks for Jordan because he was only on the 2 laps. Zaccario disqualified for ignoring a yellow flag. Zaccario. Yeah. Unbelievable right there. Much respect to Zaccario and his whole family, folks. Absolutely. Zaccario, meaning hitman for the Mexican cartel. So, of course, shout out to all our supporters in the Mexican cartel. Shout out to everyone supporting us all over the world. No, absolutely. We don't discriminate over here. I hate everyone equally. T-Bone and Zootee here. Zootee making his return race. He just made an amazing overtake on Zaccario right there. And this guy keeps moving his way through the field. This is like the U-Haul move of the race. Look at Zootee, man. Only a minute and 14. He's in fucking Rome. He's in fucking Positano. Where he's in fucking Calabrese. He's in Venice.
Pizza with fucking scissors.
Fuck, you're not even in Italy, bro. You're actually in Romania. So Zootee here is gonna. Are you a lap down? Yeah. Thing is,
I fucked up pitting.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I forgot, bro. Yo, I'm trying to just keep this
it pisses me off when I see a back marker do that. I'm like, bro,
I'm like, yo.
By the way, what do you need those fucking tires for? They're going to be destroyed after you have to push for 19 laps just to catch up. Doesn't matter, though. Shout out to all Zootee's groupies here, too. Zootee's groupies. You see all those Brazilian girls. Here, courtesy of Zootee, folks.
Okay.
And man, the guys with no penalties, though, that is huge. People like Adriami, man,
Yeah, man. I
a
was gonna
window
try and
just
keep it
opened
clean,
here, an
but then
opportunity
I was
for
like,
these
I'm too
guys.
far.
Maybe
Don't
you'll
even
get
matter.
lucky. Maybe more people will retire.
Hey, man. I already know I ain't finishing P20.
The pass
Keep
you
you
made
alive.
on XM was really nice. You, the way you avoided his
Huh?
dead car, the pass you made on XM was
Yo,
really nice.
dude.
But
Almost
you gotta
died.
you gotta push, dude. Dude, you're not even like decreasing the gap.
No,
Oh,
I'm
is there a
behind them.
delta?
I see them. And there was a delta, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
He did not let
Jesus.
me push.
So
But I'm right behind
Chenzo,
him here.
Chenzo was in such a great position here, looking like he was gonna win that race. Then that safety car came out. XM brought one out. I'm serious, folks, and I cannot believe that. Chenzo's not going to be thrilled there. A championship leader by close to 30 points, anyways. And B Tom right behind him. B Tom, notable reserve, and I say notable in the greatest of senses. Starting at the back here, rare Mushroom Cup appearance. B Tom, one of the first leagues, if not the first league he ever participated in, was this one. Hasho picking up another 10-second penalty for a collision with Spenny's Pub Hub right there. And
I was stuck
Hasho,
in the pack. That's what
he's
happened.
got to
I'm
like
behind
show a little
P20 block.
composure here. These guys are going to race again though, and that's devastating for Hasho. He just erased his previous 10-second and picks up another one. Spenny now picking up a 10-second. This race going to hell in a handbasket for some of these drivers here, and frustrating for Hasho. That's for damn sure. DRS Maestro started P2, and he is going to also be driving with a little bit of an edge on tilt, if you will. Hasho running wide now. Hasho taking the esports line. Hasho.
I'm like the camera in between the pack here. Because they're all ghosting, but I can see it all.
Again, Hasho. Oh, Hasho now
Easy,
running off the
stop.
track. Hasho out of the
Hasho
race,
off.
into the wall.
Adriami spun
Him and
safety
Adriami
car.
off. Him and
Holy
Adriami off.
shit.
Another safety car. Safety
Another
car.
one.
Don't pit. Don't pit. Safety
Don't pay,
car.
no.
So, man, Hasho, a little just
That guy
overzealous, man.
crazy.
And again, folks, he's a fantastic driver, but at 16 years old, you know, you never. You're going to get a little bit of the feistiness. The composure might take a little bit
Lowest
to
load
come in, but
everywhere.
yeah, man, some very feisty, aggressive moves there on
Bogos,
edge.
yeah, man.
I hope he's wearing a seatbelt. Horrible for Adriami, who was driving a splendid race weekend as well.
Yeah, Jeremy got
And now he's
stressed.
got to have to pit. Zootee, don't pit.
Yeah. I stay
Hopefully
out.
we can get back in there. Shout out to Hasho. Sucks for Adriami. And, yeah, man, maybe just a little too overzealous there, man. Getting aggressive. I know he's trying to keep up with B Tom. Got the 10-second earlier, and then it all just
But he's gonna pit though.
snowballs. Once you start driving on tilt a bit, a little edgy, start to maybe make irrational decisions. But none of the leaders pitting here. Hopefully Zootee can somehow get back in the mix.
I'm stuck in like behind
Yeah,
P11.
you're stuck. You're so fucked, and you have a 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need people retired. Yo, you might get more though. 5 laps remaining here.
What? If I retire?
No, don't retire.
No, I'm not.
So safety car is still out here. Chenzo leading the way. Let's have a look at the tire situation. Sponsored by Goodyear.
Situation. Shit.
15 drivers remaining in the running here. Lap 29 to 32, T-Bone and Zootee. Zootee, one of the remaining drivers. Busted his credit here in his return race. Everyone in the Bronx going crazy. Queens stand up. From New York, New York. So some of the drivers at the back putting on those soft tires. Chenzo looking to extend his lead in the Drivers' Championship. Next closest driver is Sawa, 28 points down. And those penalties are going to play out huge. How about Mahmoud? No penalties, put himself in a great spot right here. Jordan 2 Wavy, another guy who rarely gets penalties, and Kendricks. This guy always takes the aggressive strategy, starting on the softs, right here, just finding his way into the top 10 most races. One of the most improved drivers you'll ever see. LSR G2 Tier 2 champion multiple times over, including the most recent season, which ended on Saturday. And he is two-time Star Cup champion. So if you're in a Tier 2 league, chances are this guy's winning it. This is Kendricks, the king of the Tier 2 leagues. You see. And right here, no penalties, in a great spot to capitalize furthermore than just the top 10. Let's have a look here at what the penalties say. Hazy Aussie, another one. Also great chances here at solid points. So we'll watch on with Kendricks here. Looking on from the East Coast Canadian. He is from the same area the Trailer Park Boys is filmed. Not that trailer park. The one across the street. But here he goes. Shout out to Kendricks. Great buddy of mine. And things are going to get squirrely here, folks. Lap 30 of 32. Things are going to get squirrely. Zootee can see everything because he's in the pack, which I love. Just watching on here from the Aston Martin of one Kendricks. Former most improved driver, former rookie of the year, Star Cup champ, LSR G2 champ. Spenny getting another spenalty. We call them spenalties at this point. But will B-Tom be able to overtake Chenzo here? This is the story of the race. Chenzo, before that safety car, had this lead wrapped. This race signed, sealed, and delivered. It's yours! But nonetheless, B-Tom 85% battery, Chenzo only 60. He's going to feel the pain right here. Let's have a look at the tire situation, both on 5 laps. B-Tom, mediums, Chenzo, hards. And let's have a look at Chenzo's defending. I said B-Tom, one of the best defenders in the game that I've ever seen. And Chenzo holding him off. This is the kind of circuit right now where an overtake is extremely difficult, especially under these circumstances, especially against a driver as experienced and poised as Chenzo. Between these two drivers, more championships between them than most could imagine, for sure. We got Lightning Cup, Mushroom Cup royalty right here. Justin Schrei not far behind. He's got a penalty, though. One he will. I don't know. He may try to fight it. It's only 3 seconds. So he is still going to be hoping for some sort of firework activity between the two cars ahead of him, and you never know what could happen right there. A yellow a little further back. We got a Mercedes suffering a little misfortune. That was Hazy Aussie. Horrible for him because he was set up for a point finish. One would think. Hazy just retiring there out of frustration. Zootee with another overtake. That sucks for Hazy because he definitely had what looked like a top 8. Kind of showed up there. Lap 31 of 32. Chenzo leading the way. He's got none other than B-Tom, the great American driver residing in Ohio. And B-Tom on the final lap of the race, making the overtake on Chenzo right there. Chenzo knows B-Tom's also not in the title fight, his first appearance of the year. so maybe not worth fighting. This is still huge for Chenzo even to get a P2, and well done holding off B-Tom in those situations regardless. And man, oh man, great weekend from Chenzo there. Billy, another 3-second penalty. Oh my God, folks. But shout out Billy too. B-Tom looking to take this victory here at the circuit through Emmanuel Romania over Chenzo. Justin Stride. Kendricks picking up a 3-second penalty. That's huge right there. After what happened with Adriami and Hasho, Adriami's still on track for solid points. He has looked fantastic this weekend. My God, qualifying, I think, P8, and he's been amongst the top 10 all race. Even suffered some misfortune and bounced back. But we're going to head up here to the final straightaway here. Mr. B-Tom himself, Tasmanian Devil. A whirlwind weekend, not only taking the win, taking the fastest lap to boot, a purple snack out of the field. Chenzo, a spectacular, spectacular race weekend, extending his championship lead in P2. Who's in P3? None other than Justin Schrei. Jordan 2 Wavy, Mahmood in P5, Sawa in P6, where he started this race. Adriami, another one with a P8. Shout out to the kid from Philly, finding his way in the points right there. We'll read it down. Zootee finishing the race right there. Shout out to Zootee getting those laps in his return race.
Good data.
We managed our expectations, you know. I said we weren't expecting anything crazy, but we'll take that. I think a P14 from Zootee.
Shout out to my teammate on the podium.
Kendricks with a P9 there, and the DRS Maestro, frustrating for him, starting P2, finishing in P10 there. He's not going to be happy. Zootee, how did it feel to be back as I get some of these guys in the interview booth?
It was amazing. The grid is fantastic, fast as ever. Faster than when I left.
Yeah.
I got a lot of work to do, but it was great being out there, feeling the car skidding under me on that straight, and the wildness of everything all.
Great.
The wild nature of the Mushroom Cup never ceases to amaze.
You know, I was speak of the Tasmanian Devil. I was that was a good one. That was a good one. I was saying, Zootee, you've known B-Tom just as long as me, man. Zootee's return race, B-Tom, Zootee. You know, exchange pleasantries or something.
Nah, of course, bro. As formerly known as Taz, you know.
Yeah, we were there since the start,
Tasmanian
man.
Devil.
Yeah,
just ripping that fucking trap out, man. You're a beast, dude. You built different.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm just getting some of these guys in here. But yeah, Zootee, your first race back, first quote unquote like competitive league race laps, man. You know, you held it together. You finished the race.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it on the wall. That was the goal.
Zootee, will we be seeing more of you? Do you think now? Or
absolutely. As much as possible, honestly. Whenever I can, I'll be here.
Wonderful.
I really miss it and enjoy it, man.
Wonderful. Well, if you ever want, I know your work schedule is tough right now, but if you ever want to get back in full time, I know you're doing Star Cup, but
yeah, definitely.
If you ever even wanted Mushroom Cup, bro, you know I got you. So.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate
always, bro. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, I invited some of the other guys in here, but I guess while Zootee's here, we'll talk to B-Tom. B-Tom, man. That was a great fucking race from you, man. You know, even like Mushroom Cup, I know it's B-Tom and all this shit, but you fucking earned that one. I think the safety car took the win away from Chenzo. But you know what interests me, B-Tom? You know, you are the tire guy in this game, but in that situation, Chenzo was building the gap on you. What was the situation there? Was Chenzo just really good at managing the tires, or was something going on here with you? Are your tires, is your tire management not as good here as other circuits, or what's going on? B-Tom?
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. But, I mean, obviously Chenzo's very quick. He's been dominating in the Mushroom Cup so far, so there's that. And then I think I pit lap 13 or 14. I can't remember what lap he pit, but I think his tires were like between like 5 or 6 laps fresher. So that, me being on older hards and being on the fresher mediums, at first naturally it was just gonna be a bit quicker, but generally the hard is the better race tire around here, so I was expecting it to level out, but I was pretty low on battery and having to defend some Shry, which was pretty much forcing me to stay low on battery, so it was hard to make it anywhere game. Yeah, like you said, the safety car, I mean, massively helped me out. Otherwise, for sure, he probably would have won the race. So, yeah, GG to him. It's really
just on that note, I want to also say to Chenzo, Chenzo, you know, I've been watching you a long time. That was one of the most complete fucking race weekends I've ever seen from you. You know,
Thanks,
I'm
bro.
not discrediting B-Tom at all, but I think wire to wire, you know, you were great, man. So shout out to you there for that. But just quickly before I get to Chenzo, B-Tom, obviously you start at the back here, making your way through the grid on a track which doesn't necessarily accommodate that. You want to talk about your thought process, making it through and getting through with as little disturbances as possible, other than the little trophy Aussie bump and run.
Yeah, it was really just a matter of one, running slightly lower wings than those around me, and two, just like waiting for people's tires to drop off a bit. Everyone was pretty much sliding on the mediums after like 4 or 5 laps, so in general I was sliding a bit less, so it made it a bit easier to get close enough to make those moves. Towards the end I was struggling a bit, but it was not too bad. I was still going to go pretty long on the mediums. So, yeah, it's just having decent race pace, especially as everyone's not starting to jump out.
All right, well, look, final question here. The people want to know, man. 2 Lightning Cup seasons, 2 championships for B-Tom. Heading into season 3, not even arguably, it's definitely our most competitive grid yet. B-Tom, new competitors such as Fight Me Now, Bot, Tai, Hasho, Frozen, who joined today full-time, once again, as well as a list of many others. What are your thoughts heading in here to this Lightning Cup season and defending your championship in what I would consider the toughest grid I've seen you race in since I really came around?
We'll see how it goes. I think Frozen's probably the favorite just because he's the fastest rider on the grid. Fight is also very quick. Hasha, obviously, good as well. We've seen in LSR, Konami's run me pretty close.
Yep.
I mean, quite a few drivers.
Also, Wapo, Ezo, Konami. Yep.
Yeah. But, yeah, we'll see. Obviously, the goal is to try and defend the title, but a lot can happen in the season. So it seems like, in general, in Lightning Cup, things have gone well for me. Like, I haven't really had a whole lot of bad luck. In LSR, it's been the opposite, so...
They'll let anybody in. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like circumstances haven't really fallen in my favor at all in that league. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'll do the best I can, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm looking forward to it.
As I said, the thing about you, man, there may be more decorated drivers that come around every so often, maybe with more accolades in the esports level and whatnot. But it's so hard for them to beat your consistency over a full season. So that's kind of like the way I look at it, man. And I don't know if you'll answer this or not, but who do you look at as your biggest threat? Is there one guy?
Frozen, to be honest.
Frozen?
He is the quickest on the grid. There's no doubt.
But I will say Frozen was full-time last season. But the thing is, he was kind of goofing a bit.
Yeah, I mean, there were factors.
Yeah, there were factors.
I mean, in Coda, for example, he got knocked out in Q1.
No, he was also messing around a bit.
Yeah, I think he invalidated or something like that.
He was.
It was rapid, but he tried to qualify in the hards in Q3.
Yeah, exactly, he does.
Jeddah, he likely would have won that race, but he had to leave. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of things that season that.
And it sounds like he's going to come into this season with maybe, I don't want to say his A game, but definitely more motivated, especially with the new additions. So,
Yeah, for sure.
well, I appreciate you being so candid about that, and definitely a lot of other guys are going to try to prove you wrong for sure, man. But nonetheless, bro, you're a great buddy of mine, and best of luck to you defending the championship. And great win tonight.
Yeah, thank you. And GG once again to Chenzo and to Sean.
Hell yeah, man. And again, right here to Chenzo, man. P2 in this race. But in my opinion, he was the man this weekend. He put on a clinic. One of the most complete weekends I've ever seen from Chenzo. Because he had the pole. Chenzo, as great as he is, he's not always a guy who's on pole. I would venture to say, like, he's usually not on pole. So for him to have the pole, then he held B-Tom off valiantly for so long. And I just thought he was the best driver. Obviously, save for B-Tom, he was starting at the back. But Chenzo, you want to talk about maybe your affinity for this track and what about it brings out this driver in you, maybe even another level?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just feels like a track that I can be more comfortable at, I guess. But yeah, I managed to get the pole. Started on a different strategy than most people. I saw some put the mediums on and DRS, and I started on the hards. And I think for me, the important part was just to stay ahead through the first corner, and then I knew I maybe had a chance to try and pull off that strategy. And it was working up until the safety car. But nevertheless, that's part of racing. It happens. And we still got a P2, which can't really complain. It's still if I can't finish P1, then finish P2, right? Still got a podium and got some points against Stry and Jordan. So all in all, it's not too bad of a result.
And as we said, man, more championships and wins than any driver in Mushroom Cup history. Took a season off last year. The season before that, you just got edged out by Stry, so you're looking quite dominant here in your return season. Sizable lead, but anything can happen in a field like this. And just want to ask, like, when you see that safety car come out, what's your thought?
Maybe some things I can't repeat live, but obviously there's some frustration, but at the same time, you need to adapt and compartmentalize and focus on the task at hand. So that means, trying to focus on what your next move is going to be. In that case, for me, it was to choose between used softs or new hards. So I took a gamble on the new hards, and still managed to defend okay, even though B-Tom passed, but.
Absolutely, and bigger picture, B-Tom, obviously, it's only his first or second race, so he's not really in the title picture. You already had a 50-point lead over Jordan heading into this race, and there's only 4 after this, so you're definitely so consistent and steady. You'll be tough to top. One more thing, I just want to talk about your tire wear that race and how well you were able to manage it. You beautifully executed a one-stop before that safety car. Did you just have something going? Were you just in a certain zone right there? Or you want to talk about your ability to manage the tires here at the circuit to Emmanuel, what's it called? Emmanuel Romania.
Emilio Romagna.
Yeah.
I think really what ended up helping me a lot was just to maintain that P1 spot at the start. So from then on, I was able to take care of the tires throughout the stint. I think I went like 18 laps on hards, and then put on the mediums. Came out right behind Jordan, who unfortunately had a mistake and was gonna have to do a 2-stopper. But after that, I was just focused on keeping B-Tom behind me, and thankfully, like the gap, it wasn't changing. Like he wasn't gaining, but I wasn't losing time either. So it was just about managing my tires, not to kill them too fast and maintain that gap. But then the safety car came out. I think it scared me at the beginning because everyone got on or got into the pits like lap 10, lap 11, so it made me think that I was probably on the wrong strategy. But nevertheless, I was already committed. I had to go through with it.
Yeah. Well, look, Chenzo, again, congrats to you. And you're also in that Lightning Cup. You and Greg Jennings, two of the biggest surprises of the season. Not surprises, but the great stories of the season last year. And hopefully you can repeat that success together as teammates on the Lightning Cup, man. And
yeah, that's my teammate. that's my
teammate. That's my quarterback, man. Yeah, man. So we're going to shout out to Zootee, Chenzo, everyone here. Chenzo, that was one of the greatest weekends I've seen from you as a driver. That was just a masterclass, man. I think we all know if that safety car didn't come out, but nonetheless, man, it still works out for you in the big picture.
Yeah. And then we go again next